guys, it's Dr. Rachelle here. It's Wednesday, a cold and blistery Wednesday, November the 21st. My goal is to qualify for the CrossFit Games if this is the first time you're tuning in. But more importantly, I'm recording this video and these pieces of content for my children. I want them to know me. I want them to see what it's like when their old man, hard to call yourself that, is chasing a goal. And I'm hoping to provide some value for you along the way. So it's been a great week. Got a great episode of Wisdom Over Shlivovica with my dad. He's been on fire lately, sharing some funny and heartwarming stuff. I asked him his first impression of Canada from when he was in Croatia. It's a really nice story. Training's been great. I think the most important, the biggest value and the biggest insight is going to come from this new planner, and it's hard to see, but it's called the High Performance Planner. It's by one of my favorite speakers and coaches, Brendan Bouchard, and the biggest challenge that I'm struggling with now in terms of productivity is leveraging the time that I set aside to the best of my ability. So productivity to me is one of those things, it's like a fundamental. If you're not doing or you're not working on the ability to be productive or to get more done in less time, then you've already put a cap on the amount of stuff that you can do. So what's happening now, and maybe you can relate to this, is I'm doing great with organizing my time and saying no and finding the time. I'm doing good with delegating tasks that I shouldn't be doing. But now what will happen is I'll have a certain amount of time and a lot of it is spent unfocused. I mean, not necessarily unfocused, but my focus could be better. I find that I have a tendency of doing things that aren't the most important. Using this, it's a 60-day planner. I'm excited to see where it's gonna lead me in 60 days. I've been using it for 3 days, so I don't have a lot of data to draw from, and it's hard to tell at this point whether it's just excitement for me or whether the stuff that contains or the stuff in the book is really good. But that's where my brain is at, and I'm hoping that there's some value to be drawn from that. The other thing that I found really interesting this week, and you can see the scar. For those of you who don't know, I had thyroid surgery. I had thyroid cancer when I was a kid, so I don't have thyroid anymore. And what happened is I was running out of thyroid, and for whatever reason, I forgot to take it for a while, and I was like, man, why am I so weak and fat? I noticed that I was tired more often. I noticed that my diet has been the best that it's been in a really long time, in the sense that I've been really strict, to eating an off-track meal, one, and then maybe like half of another one, maybe something sweet, which is, when I look back even 6 months, it was a lot worse, and yet, the scales have been going up, and I haven't been getting that much stronger. And I was like, oh yeah, I should probably be taking this hormone that my body needs on a daily basis. So when I got back on track, it's just been remarkable. I don't really know what the takeaway is from that. I noticed a big difference. Probably the importance of everything that you have inside of you, how it serves a purpose. I hope you're having a great week. Training's been great. It's still a lot of fun. It's getting to the point now where a lot of the lifts are starting to become scary. So every time I go to the gym, because I was never used to lifting outside of my comfort zone. So there's usually, sweaty palms and a lot of fear, which I'm looking forward to overcoming. Hope everything's great, and I'll talk to you next time. Happy Sunday. My mom's making lamb, and my dad, unbeknownst to anyone, does not like lamb. So he's asking her if it smells like lamb in the kitchen. Right, Ari?
No, it wasn't like this.
It was exactly like this.
She cooked pork and lamb, and I don't want lamb to pick up any smell, pork to pick up any smell of lamb.
When I was younger, before we get to this, my dad used to say, when I complain about food, he'd say, you know what's missing here? A hungry person. You know what's missing here? A hungry person.
No, I'm not particularly hungry, so I have luxury of choosing
a hungry person.
my meal.
As always, we got Ari And we got Rachelle and Vets, and in her normal
Position.
Baka. Dada, what's the
Baka is working. Poo poo poo.
Baka's working. Dada, what do you think is the biggest obstacle that you've overcome in your life? And what advice would you have for somebody who's trying to overcome an obstacle?
He loved lamb.
Daddy, 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 daddy.
Yes.
The biggest obstacle to overcome is
Yeah.
after coming to this beautiful country of Canada, learn to live life again. Like a little child, crawling, walking, and running, and then understanding where you are and how to go around. That was the biggest obstacle we overcome.
Great.
We did it quite successfully in a reasonable period of time.
What do you think, Baka? Is that right? Biggest obstacle?
Yeah, in a way.
In a way?
It is,
Yeah.
But there is more to it.
Well, what's the more to it?
Different things. You have to start at the beginning.
It is what it is. Have a good week, and remember, be a hungry person.